Good evening, everyone. We'll wait just a moment as everyone kind of files in, but please give me a moment to welcome you to the Georgia Virtual College Fair, and thank you for joining us this evening. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to take your questions to our presenters at any time. Open-ended questions for all of the institutions are certainly welcome, or if you have questions of specific representatives, those are certainly appropriate as well. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. Reminder that this is just one of many different sessions that are happening this evening as part of the Georgia Virtual College Fair, so certainly be sure to sign up for additional ones. And this presentation is being recorded and will be available on the same website where you initially submitted your registration in about a week or so. I'd now like to turn it over to our presenters and our first institution, which is Louisiana State University.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Let me share my screen and get started. All right, so my name is Alejandro Ramirez, and I am the Regional Admissions Counselor for the state of Georgia, and I am based in Atlanta, Georgia. I've got a limited amount of time to speak with you this evening, but if you have additional questions, please feel free to contact me. My contact information is at the top of the screen. And you can also request more information by scanning the QR code at the top of the slide as well. So LSU is located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and we are considered a large public university with about 25,000 undergraduate students. As a flagship university, we are considered in the elite 1% of universities in the nation. And what really sets our academic reputation as an elite 1% institution is that LSU is one of only 22 institutions to hold the Land, Sea, and Space Grant Research status. LSU is also one of only 8 universities in the nation to have a medical school, dental school, veterinary school, law school, and an elite MBA program. We have also been ranked #1 in the SEC for return on investment. We are most known for our health science programs like biological sciences, pre-med, kinesiology, pre-athletic training, pre-physical therapy, our engineering programs like mechanical engineering and petroleum engineering, our business programs like accounting and finance, and our pre-law program to go along with our law school. While these are what we are most known for, we have many amazing programs here at LSU, and you can find them all at lsu.edu/majors. We do require freshmen to live on campus, but we also guarantee freshman housing, so there's no need to rush your decision on your college. Campus life is thriving with over 450 student clubs and organizations to get involved with, like Greek life, pre-professional organizations, and club sports. We've got them all covered, and with so many, we have an event pretty much going on every week. And a quick fun fact, we have a live tiger on campus. Students love to go visit Mike the Tiger and his habitat by our football stadium. You can find our application on Common App, and we review applications holistically. If you're not aware, holistically means that we take everything into account. So whatever you send us, we want to see. Our deadlines are December 15th for priority decision, February 1st for regular decision. December 15th is also our priority deadline for scholarship consideration and the Honors College. Neither require an additional application. Scholarships are automatically reviewed for after admission, and for honors, you only need to check a box on your general application, and we will know to review you for it. We do require your high school transcript and at least one letter of recommendation from an academic source to complete your application. Feel free to send in additional letters of rec, an application essay. Make sure to fill out your extracurriculars page for us to review, which we do highly recommend due to our holistic review process. For a good estimate on your chances of admission, you can check out our middle 50% admitted student profile, which is on screen here. We have 23 to 28 ACT, 1120 to 1320 SAT, and a 3.4 to 4.0 weighted GPA. So if you're taking those honors, APs, IBs, dual enrollment classes that give you a boosted grade, that's the GPA we review. And students who fall within these ranges have a good chance for admission because historically, this caliber of student has been admitted. So far, we are not test optional yet. We're waiting on final approval from our president and administration, but we are anticipating being able to offer that soon. In the meantime, our advice to applicants is to start and submit your application regardless of what scores you have on hand. If you can take a test safely, go for it. We would love to see it. If not, stay safe. We understand. And we will still review applications without scores. And again, due to our holistic review process, we've already started to discount the weight of the scores in our review. And as mentioned previously, scholarships are automatically reviewed for after you've been admitted. So there's no separate application for them. Out-of-state merit scholarship range is $40,000 to $200,000 over the course of 4 years. And it is scaled up to help bring down the out-of-state tuition cost, which is about $28,600 for the year. Room and board is an additional $12,200 for the year. So a full year is just about $40,800. And again, that is before scholarship and financial aid, which over 95% of all of our students receive scholarship or financial aid. And annually, LSU offers over $1 billion in scholarship and financial aid. And that's about the end of my time, but I will be available for questions in the chat throughout the rest of the event. Thank you so much for your time, and my contact information again is at the top of this slide, and feel free to scan the QR code to gather more information about LSU. But now I will turn it back over.
Thanks so much, Alejandro. Up next, we have Tennessee Wesleyan University.
Let me share my screen really quickly. Sorry, guys. Okay, so my name is Lindsay Macon. I am a freshman admissions counselor at Tennessee Wesleyan University. And I just want to tell you a little bit more about Tennessee Wesleyan University today, because I know a lot of you may not be familiar with us. So Tennessee Wesleyan University is a small private liberal arts university located in Athens, Tennessee. And Athens, Tennessee, for those who are not familiar with Athens, we are located right perfectly in between Knoxville and Chattanooga, Tennessee. So if that gives you an idea, we're right up I-75 in between Knoxville and Chattanooga. We are a small town and we are known as the friendly city. So those are a couple of fun facts about Athens. As far as Tennessee Wesleyan, we offer our students a familial atmosphere with students and professors who are looking to choose blue and look for their home away from home. Our faculty and staff offer our students the opportunity to not only grow within their field of study, but then also to expand and lead outside of the classroom as well. And so after this presentation today, I hope that you have more questions for me that I could potentially help answer for you, and hope that you will choose Tennessee Wesleyan. Okay. So at Tennessee Wesleyan University, we have over 60 academic programs of study to choose from. A couple of our top majors are listed down below on this guide. So take a look at those, and if there are any specific majors that you're looking for that you don't see right here on this list, let me know and I will be happy to share that with you within the Q&A section. But our top majors on campus are currently business and nursing. Both of those kind of compete for the top spot every single year. And we offer a 12-to-1 faculty to student ratio for our students. Even smaller than that when you get into your major of study. I know when I was a student at Tennessee Wesleyan University, I actually had a course within my senior seminar that had 3 students in it. So you're going to have that opportunity to grow one-on-one. It's within your study, and then also have that opportunity to build those relationships and those connections with your professors really, really early on. 89% of our students find job placement within 6 months, and 99% of our students are full-time students, I should say, receive financial assistance. We have over 30 clubs and organizations as well, so there are plenty of opportunity for our students to get involved on campus, which leads us into our student life and athletics. We have 5 residence halls on campus, over 30 clubs and organizations, as I've mentioned. We have Greek life, 4 different spiritual life organizations on our campus, as well as 25 plus recreational and academic organizations. Our Columns Campus Center is our hub of student life, so you really get that opportunity if you're a commuter or if you're a resident student to connect with one another. We have a huge game room within there, different study rooms, our bookstore, our Student Success Center, which is something that I like to highlight. And we do have student success coaches on our campus as well. So we really do focus on that student success aspect within our student life as well. We also offer a Thunder Fitness Complex that is student only. So it's a center for our students, both student athlete and otherwise, to take advantage of. It's got your free weights, classic treadmills, and your stair steppers. So a lot of different opportunities to get active on our campus. In addition to that, we have an intramural field that our students take advantage of pretty heavily. We do have a campus nurse and mental health support on our campus as well, because we know that your mental health is just as important as your physical health on our campus. And in addition to that, we have over 20 athletic programs. We are members of the NAIA, and we compete within the Appalachian Athletic Conference. If you are interested in playing a sport or interested in learning more about our sports teams, you can visit our athletic website at twbulldogs.com, and you can get in contact with the coach that way. What's the next step at Tennessee Wesleyan? Well, it is to apply. We have rolling admissions at Tennessee Wesleyan University, so there are no deadlines and there are no application fees with us. So if you are interested at all, I would just encourage you to apply. We do require a minimum GPA of a 2.25, and that is unweighted. And we also require a minimum ACT of an 18 and a minimum SAT score of a 950. If you do not meet either, or if you meet either one of those, but not the other, you can qualify for our academic committee process. And in order to do that, you'll also have to submit a professional letter stating why you think you'll be successful in your studies at Tennessee Wesleyan, as well as, if you choose to include them, some recommendation letters that will only help your case, and you're trying to put your best foot forward towards becoming a student at Tennessee Wesleyan. So our academic committee members do encourage that. We have not come into a decision about test optional just yet either. However, we are looking and leaning towards doing that for our students as well. If we do decide to do that, that information can be found on our website. So I encourage those students who are interested but have not yet taken a test to still apply, and we will be able to help you throughout the process and update you once we do know more about the test optional policy. As for our tuition and aid, one thing I'll note again is that 99% of our students do receive that institutional aid. 36% of our students graduate debt-free, which is 7.4% lower than the national average for student debt. And we do offer scholarships. Our TWU Merit Award is our top scholarships that we offer, and that ranges from $8,000 all the way up to a full tuition scholarship. Those are renewable each and every year as well, so something to consider. I do like to always mention also that our athletic and our merit awards do not stack, so keep that in mind. And as always, you can contact us. You can set up Zoom meetings. You can also set up times to speak with me individually, and I'd love to talk with you more in the chat. Thanks.
Great, thank you so much. And our next institution is the Citadel. And you are muted, Mallory. Sorry.
This always happens to me. You would think I would have it down by now. Sorry about that. My name is Mallory Moore. I am the regional admissions recruiter for the Citadel. I have my contact information listed below. First, I'm going to start off with a short video. So as you can see, the Citadel is not an average college or university. We are a senior military college, and we are located in Charleston, South Carolina. Our South Carolina Corps of Cadets population is 2,300 cadets. So our incoming freshman class typically is around 700 cadets. Just some fun facts about the Citadel. We have been ranked the #1 public college in the South for 10 consecutive years, according to U.S. News and World Report. We have 30 undergraduate majors and 39 minors. Some of our more popular majors are going to be our School of Engineering. Our engineering school was just named the number 17 engineering school in the nation. We offer electrical, civil, construction, mechanical, and environmental engineering. Some more popular majors at the Citadel are going to be our Intel and Cybersecurity major. We have a lab on campus that was gifted to us by the National Security Agency, and it gives our students a hands-on experience for when they graduate from the Citadel. 34% of our graduates earn commissions in the U.S. Armed Forces. So we are a military college, and we do require all of our cadets to go through military training while they are on campus, but they are not required to go on and serve in the military once they graduate. Another keynote that we like to talk about is that even during the COVID-19 pandemic, our graduates in May of 2020 had 80% employment at graduation with an average salary of $56,800. And with the unique structure of the Citadel, with the leadership aspect, military aspect, discipline, and academics that all of our cadets go through within the 4 years, makes all of our students very employable. We do participate in NCAA Division I athletics within the Southern Conference. Here's a profile of our class of 2024. We do, like many of the other schools here tonight, review applications on a holistic basis. Our average SAT score was an 11.22, ACT of a 24, and average GPA of a 3.8. Typically, we're about 50% in-state, 50% out-of-state. This year, we were 54% in-state, 45% out-of-state. And our female population is 12.5%, with our male population being about 87.5% within this freshman class. Some financial aid and scholarships that are available to our students. Our largest sum of scholarships come from ROTC scholarships. We offer ROTC in all branches, so we have students come in with Army, Air Force, Navy, or Marine Corps scholarships. We also have athletic scholarships where you can be recruited by our coaches and must be NCAA eligible to participate. And we also accept the FAFSA, which opens up in October of your senior year. Our merit-based scholarships requirements are an SAT of 1300 or ACT of 29 and a GPA of 3.7. Some next steps from here. Our application is not on the Common App. We do have our own application at citadel.edu/apply. We are test optional for fall 2021 applicants. However, students seeking merit-based scholarships are not eligible to be test optional. You must have test scores to be considered for our merit-based scholarships, as well as ROTC scholarships are still requiring test scores. We do offer daily virtual visits with Zoom, as well as panels with current cadets and panels with faculty and staff. We also are starting to do more on-campus visit options at our campus in Charleston, and you can go to citadel.edu to our admissions page to sign up for a visit. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight, and please drop us some questions in the Q&A. I'm gonna pass it on to the next presenter.
Great, thanks so much, Mallory. Just a reminder, the Q&A widget is available for either pointed questions to a specific institution, or if you have general questions that at the end of all of these presentations you would like to hear several institutions address. Up next, we have the University of Tampa.
Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for coming today. I am going to share my screen real quick, and I'm also going to apologize in advance. In typical Florida fashion, it just started downpouring, so my house is now dark, and there is a bunch of torrential downpour outside, so I apologize for that if you can hear that. I'm going to start my timer because I'm a talker. So let's get started. If you don't know a lot about UT, we are a private medium-sized university. We are located in Tampa, Florida. We have around 9,000 students at the University of Tampa. And like I stated, we're located in Tampa, Florida. Tampa is located on the west coast of the state of Florida, right in the middle of the state, which gives our students ample opportunities to go to major cities in the surrounding area. Tampa, the city itself, is a medium-sized city to go with our medium-sized university, and we have around a bunch of different young professionals in the city, which is something awesome for our students to take advantage of. We're about an hour and a half away from Orlando and Walt Disney World, Universal, and about a 4-hour drive from Miami. In the Tampa Bay area, there's just so much to do, so a lot of our students do stay close to campus, and of course, with the beach being 20 minutes away, most students will go there on the weekends as well. We like to classify our school as an urban environment, but with a campus feel. So if you see that large brick building in the front, that is Plant Hall. It's our main building here on campus. And right across the river, you can see downtown Tampa. We're about a 2-minute walk into downtown. So that is awesome for our students because you have that city feel, but we don't have any large city streets running through our campus. And we're also the only university in downtown Tampa. The next closest university is about 25 miles away. We offer over 200 areas of study ranging all over the place, but I know my 3 co-presenters just mentioned a few that we don't offer. So we don't offer engineering, architecture, or culinary arts at the University of Tampa, but we do offer almost everything else. We learn by doing at the University of Tampa, and I think that's what makes the experience so great for our students. The top left is a picture of one of our nursing students in our brand new nursing facility that opened up in 2018. We are the top nursing program in the state of Florida, so our students are prepared for the NCLEX. Once they graduate from the University of Tampa, they're ready to pass and get into the real world. We also do have our marine science station. It's located about 10 minutes from campus. We own 3 vessels. Students go out on the 3 boats, collect all the things that they'd be doing research on, bring it back to the lab and complete the research. We also have green screens, WUTT radio station. We have a financial training center, which is the picture at the bottom of the screen. We have Google Think Pods, a Shark Tank pitch room, kind of like the show Shark Tank, but we bring in investors from the Tampa Bay area. You're able to pitch your idea, your project to them, and they're able to monetarily invest in you or just give their ideas back to you and some advice on how to make your product the best that it could be. So to apply to the University of Tampa, a few next steps. We are a part of the Common Application, the Coalition Application, and we do have our own University of Tampa application. You can apply however you would like. All of those information does come into our system the exact same way. What we do need for your application to be complete though, we will need an official high school transcript. This does have to come directly from your high school. We will need an essay and at least 1 letter of recommendation. I know some of my colleagues talked about going test optional. Here at the University of Tampa, we are test optional and we are actually test blind. So what this means is that we don't need test scores on file at all for an acceptance to be made or for any merit-based scholarships to be offered to you as a student. Just the 3 things that are listed on the screen. We have a few deadlines. The first is coming up on November 15th. All these deadlines have remained the same for the many years in the past, and I cannot expect them changing anytime soon. So if you're not a senior this year, this slide is still really great for you to take note of. Early Action 1 coming up on November 15th. Our students will receive a decision by December 15th, Early Action 2, January 15th. Our students will receive a decision by January 15th, so on and so forth. We are rolling admissions as well, so you're more than welcome to apply whenever you have those 3 documents that we do need on file. Additionally, all of our deadlines are non-binding. So if you come to the university and you apply during any of these deadlines, you are not required to attend the University of Tampa, although of course we would love to have you here. It is not a requirement. Last but not least, this is all of my information. I am more than happy to answer any questions that you do have, whether it be today or in the future. This is my contact info. I'm also a former student from the university. I graduated in 2018. So if you have any questions about student life, student activities, I am more than happy to answer them for you. I actually did pretty well in my time, a minute early. So I'm gonna hand it on off to the next presenter. Thank you all so much.
Great, thanks Samantha. And our next presenter is from the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga.
Good afternoon. My name is Terrence Banks. I'm with the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. I am the Assistant Director of Diversity and Engagement. And really quick, I'll just go over some highlighted information about my university. So the first thing I'd like to tell you is what I'll be covering in this presentation. I'll talk a little bit about campus life, our classroom, some popular buildings, and living on our campus. The first piece is the university itself. UTC is located in the heart of downtown Chattanooga. And with that being said, the institution is rooted in the heart of the city of Chattanooga, but it is a separate experience from the city of Chattanooga. UTC is a mid-sized institution with a little bit under 12,000 students on our campus. And the next piece I'd like to cover is academics inside the classroom. First are our admission requirements. So our traditional requirements are 2.85 with at least an 18 on the ACT, or 2.5 with at least a 21. If you meet those admission requirements, you are automatically admitted into the institution. Our average class size is about 25. Our student to teacher ratio is 21:1, so you definitely get to know your professors quite well. We do offer over 100 undergraduate degree programs. Our most popular programs are engineering, nursing, business, and education. With that being said, that doesn't take away from any of our other programs. That's just what a lot of students decide to study or major in at UTC. And to help our students stay held accountable, we do offer over 150 different student organizations to help students engage the campus and take a little bit more pride in the university. This year, we do offer a test optional application route. So what that looks like is you still apply online, but the requirements are a little bit different. All you have to submit is a letter of recommendation from your teacher, guidance counselor, or coach, or at least somebody who knows you well at the school, and you must have a minimum GPA of a 3.0. Couple of popular buildings on our campus. First is our library. Naturally, it has books in it, so I won't go into too much detail about that piece, but we do have just about any kind of technology you think you'll need. VCRs, and people still know what those are. You check out DVDs, DVD players, laptops, video cameras, voice recorders, calculators, and we'll even let you borrow a phone charger. I know your best friends don't even let you borrow phone chargers, so UTC has your back. Also, our technology is so up to date in our library that we have a green screen room for you to record presentations, to critique yourself if need be. Academic advisement is available in our library, and we have a free studio. So if you want to make a mixtape at UTC, you can definitely do so. The only rule is if you make a mixtape, let me listen to it, and if it's trash, that's where it's going. Just a heads up on that end. But everybody's favorite place in the library is the Starbucks, which is located on the first floor. The next building I'd like to cover is our University Center, which is our central hub on campus that houses our financial aid department, records office, Mox One Center, and our bursars office. But the most important thing about the University Center is it's one of our #1 food places. So inside the University Center, we have our Blue and Gold Bistro, which is a UTC specialty. We also have Moe's, Chick-fil-A, and Panda Express. So if you like to eat like I like to eat, then we have you covered in our University Center. And I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about fitness after I mentioned food. So I cover briefly our Aquatics and Recreational Center. In our ARC, we have free weights, we have one-on-one training, we do small group fitness and large group fitness, and a physical therapy department as well. We also do a lot of intramural competitions. On the second floor of our Aquatics and Recreational Center are 2 gym floors for indoor soccer and basketball. In the top floor, we have a track, and we also have a miniature indoor water park available in our Aquatics and Recreational Center, which includes a 2-story water slide, lazy river, 30-person hot tub, Olympic lap pool, volleyball net, basketball goals. So if you're into any of that and you just want to relax while you're on our campus, you can definitely take advantage of that. The final piece I want to mention in terms of popular places on campus is housing. We do have some of the nicer housing available in the state of Tennessee. UTC housing is the #1 reason I decided to even go to Chattanooga. 3 out of our 10 housing options are more traditional in the sense that you share a bedroom with someone, but 7 out of our 10 housing options are completely apartment style. So you can get your own bedroom. So when you get tired of hearing your roommates run their mouth, close the door, problem solved. So a couple of highlighted things that I want to mention that aren't listed on the slide. First are our scholarship requirements. So in order to complete a scholarship application, you must first be admitted into the university. And our merit-based scholarship opportunities start out at a 3.2 GPA and a 23 on the ACT. And we also have some departmental scholarships, and naturally we offer some need-based scholarship opportunities as well. Our scholarship application deadline is January the 10th. Our admissions application deadline is May the 1st. And outside of that, all the other information you need from us would come to you prior to your registration for freshman orientation. And you can contact me at terrence-banks@utc.edu. I'm the last name listed on the slide, and on the second face you'll see on our webpage. Outside of that, I definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the Q&A section, and I'll be happy to answer those for you. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Terrence. And then our final institution this evening before we get to the Q&A is the University of Kentucky.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can go ahead and get started on UK. And I'll set a timer because I too like to chat. Okay, so my name is Christina Lopez. I am the Assistant Director of Admissions for the University of Kentucky. What's unique about my role is that I actually live here in Georgia full time. So when I tell you I'm here for you, I literally mean that. Let's get started. So first, I want to mention just some fast facts about the University of Kentucky. We are a public flagship university located in beautiful Lexington, Kentucky. From Georgia, it's approximately 6 hours depending on what city or zip code that you live in. You can see our overall student population, but our undergrad student population is a little bit under 22,000 students. 34% of all of our students come from out of state, so as a Georgia student, you will not be alone. And we have all 50 states represented, as well as over 100 countries. We are also one of 8 institutions in the entire nation that has a full complement of programs, including liberal arts, STEM, professional schools such as dentistry and pharmacy, agriculture, a medical school, a law school, and more, all on one campus. So not only do you have a lot of options, but a lot of opportunity for cross-learning. Getting into more specifics, we offer over 200 majors and minors across 16 different academic colleges, as well as a Lewis Honors College. We have 16:1 as our student to faculty ratio, and 85% of our classes have 50 students or less. Upon graduation, 90% of our students participate in co-op, internships, and some form of study abroad, which we partner with 70 different countries across 460 programs. So you'll be quite busy at your time at UK. Let's jump into admissions, which is my specialty, and just quickly go over what that looks like. So first, you can apply to the University of Kentucky with 3 different platforms. You can choose whichever one you'd like. You can apply on our own application, the UK app, the Common App, or the My Coalition application. Upon completing your application, be sure to submit your $50 application fee. We can also waive that if you need that. You'll need your official high school transcript, and we are test optional this year. So if you are a high school senior, you do have the option to submit your test scores, but you do not have to. A lot of the other institutions already mentioned this, so I'm not going to talk about it again, but we are also holistic in our approach. These are some examples of what that looks like. This is really helpful when we review applications because it'll also help us to see if you're eligible for the Honors College, as well as merit-based scholarships and aid. Our scholarships for out-of-state students range from $8,500 a year all the way up to full tuition out-of-state coverage. So the key to all of this is making sure that you're applying to the University of Kentucky by December 1st of your senior year. We are early action, so it is non-binding, but definitely keep that deadline in mind because that's really important for our scholarships especially. Okay, now on to the fun stuff. I'll quickly talk about living on campus. So being a UK student right now is probably the best time to be on campus. We just closed out a really big 10-year project that cost over $3.4 billion. And this investment really transformed a lot of our physical spaces on campus. This includes 14 new residence halls, a new student center, 2 new dining facilities, a new science center, and so many more opportunities. So now really is the best time to be a UK student. We have over 550 student organizations, so plenty of ways to get involved, 30% Greek life, of course being in the SEC, tons of ways to get involved in the campus spirit with athletics, and over 30 dining locations. Here's an example of one of our spaces on campus for housing. Freshmen are not required to live on campus, but if you would like to, we encourage it. In fact, 90% of our freshman class this last year live on campus now. I think a big reason why they do is that all of our beds come with Tempur-Pedic mattresses. So who wouldn't want to live on campus with a bed like that? We're located again in Lexington, Kentucky, which is the second largest city of the state. It's not a rural town. It's also not a huge city. It's smack dab in the middle, and it's less than 5 minutes away from campus. Here's a really good image of what it looks like outside of campus. The library, you can see kind of at the forefront, and in the background, you can see the city where students love to go shopping, eating, art scene, concerts, and beyond that, you'll see a lot of greenery. So horse farms, we are known as the horse capital of the world, hiking, kayaking, and anything outdoors is also located in Lexington. So it really is the best of both worlds, and it's right outside of campus. Speaking of campus, this is my invitation to you to visit if you would like. We are offering in-person visits. They are a little bit more limited than they were last year, but it is available to you if you would like to visit campus. Just check out that link. The calendar right now is open through December, but that link will also take you to a virtual option as well. So if you want to be able to check out UK's campus from the comfort of your home, you may not be able to test out the beds, but you can still see what the wonderful rooms look like. Then I definitely encourage you to check out our virtual option as well. And then here's my contact information. So again, my name is Christina Lopez. That is my work phone. You can call or text me anytime. That's also my email address. I'm happy to also answer any questions in the Q&A. And thanks for joining us tonight. And as always, go Cats.
Great, thank you so much. And thank you to all of our presenters for giving us an introduction to your institution. This is a reminder that right now is a great time to use the Q&A widget if you do have any questions about specific institutions or in general. To get us started, if everyone wants to come back, looks like it's a quieter night on the Q&A, so we'll maybe just do one question to see, well, others trickle in. Obviously right now, some colleges are offering visits, some are not, but obviously at some point in the future, everyone will be able to visit various campuses. And when that time does come, what's one place on your campus that you would recommend every student check out during their visit? And we can go in the same order as the presentations.
Sure. So I already mentioned Mike the Tiger's habitat, but another place that students absolutely have to come visit on our campus is the dairy store. You know, you can get ice cream there. We've got our signature LSU Tiger Stripes ice cream, which is a French vanilla for the orangish and a blueberry swirl for the purple stripes. So definitely check that out if you ever get a chance to come visit us on campus, which we would love to host you.
I would say similar answer, always food related for us as well. On Fridays, every single Friday, we have Mayfield's Dairy very close to our campus, so they will bring freshly made ice cream to our campus every Friday for our students to have completely for free. In addition to that, though, Fridays are fried rice Fridays in our dining hall, so students get the best of both worlds when it comes to eating good food on Fridays.
I would say at the Citadel, the most popular place to visit would be our Swain Boating Center. Our cadets can rent boats during their 4 years here, paddle boards, jet skis, and I also recommend coming on a Friday afternoon. You can watch cadets in a passing review parade.
I would say Plant Park, which is located right in front of Plant Hall on the University of Tampa's campus. We have rows of palm trees and sidewalks that go in between them. So it's beautiful to walk down, and you have downtown on one side and then the university on the other. Students will hammock there. It's a very lively area and one of my favorite places to go.
Aside from our Aquatics and Recreational Center, I think the most common or most popular place that I would suggest students check out is just the center campus, and it's called Chamberlain Field. It looks like the scene from like any college movie where they throw in frisbees and you just don't believe it's real kind of deal. So it kind of just satisfies that college curiosity for students.
I would say if you're visiting the University of Kentucky, definitely in Lexington, stop by Kingland. That is, of course, I told you before, we're the horse capital of the world. So a lot of the champion horses come out of Kingland. You can check out baby horses, take tours of the farm, actually ride the horses if you'd like, meet the riders. So even if you're not a horse person, which I wasn't before I learned about UK, and then now I'm obsessed with them. So I would definitely recommend Kingland for sure.
Perfect. Great. Thank you. There are some great questions coming in on the chat for a few of the institutions. So if our representatives would just make sure to check that if they require answers, or we could just kind of take them right now. And one was, if the Citadel, when your cadets leave school, do some go to the Army?
Yes, so at the Citadel, we offer all branches for ROTC. Army is our largest, so in the past 5 years, we commissioned the second largest amount of Army officers, second to West Point. So Army is our largest ROTC.
Great, perfect. And I see some answers to the other ones, and also some shout outs that some people are loving the schools. So keep those questions coming if you have any others. And then as we kind of wrap up here, we'll just end with one last thing. What is your favorite tradition that your college has?
Our favorite tradition is probably Saturday night in Death Valley in one of our football games. You know, there's nothing like it. So if you have the opportunity, definitely check that out.
At Tennessee Wesleyan, my favorite tradition and the tradition of a lot of students on campus is our homecoming weekend. We have a lip sync battle every single year, and all of our student organizations and clubs get involved in that. And it's really, really fun to just see all of the students get so involved in it. A lot of times when lip syncs happen, not many students care, but on our campus, it's definitely a big part of what we do, and our community gets involved in that as well. So if you're ever curious, check it out. It's on YouTube. Just type in Tennessee Wesleyan lip sync.
At the Citadel, our biggest tradition is our Band of Gold. Our seniors in the fall, they receive their Band of Gold. There's a large Band of Gold behind me here, and I'm wearing mine as well this evening. In October, seniors will receive their Band of Gold and get a ring ceremony. And after they receive their rings, everyone runs across campus to our chapel and bangs their rings on our chapel door, and then head back to their barracks and take pictures and just enjoy time with their family. And it's just a big tradition.
My favorite tradition on campus is also a tradition for the Tampa Bay area itself. It's called Gasparilla. So the easiest way to describe it is Mardi Gras, but put everyone in pirate suits. It's so much fun. Pirates invade the city of Tampa. It's a huge celebration that we have at the end of January every year.
I'm going to have to piggyback off what Lindsay said. Our biggest tradition is probably during homecoming week, and my favorite thing to experience is Step Show. It was cool being a part of it and hosting it and being a spectator as well. It's just a lot of energy, a lot of school spirit, and just fun rivalry around campus. So it's a big deal.
This is a tough one because I was weighing between talking about basketball and the SEC, but I'm like, okay, it's probably expected. So I'm going to go off of that and instead pick another one. So there's a tradition during the first week of classes. A lot of them is meant for the freshmen too, but one of our tallest buildings on campus, known as White Hall, faculty and professors will stand at the very top of the tower, and they'll drop ping pong balls to all the students passing through. And written on the ping pong balls will be like notes of encouragement, but also fun prizes. So it might be like, you get a free iPad, go to our Apple store on campus and pick it up. Or, hey, here's a free cup of coffee from our campus Starbucks. So it's a really fun way for freshmen to really like find things on campus, and also an iPad, hello. So yeah, I would say that's probably one of my favorites at UK.
Great, thank you so much. And we have quick time for one last one, so we'll just do a show of hands. If your institution has programs for those interested in law. All right, well, it looks like it's a good thing you tuned into all of them, as there's quite a few different options. To all of our viewers, thank you for joining us this evening. We really appreciate it, and thanks to our presenters as well. When this webinar window closes, there will be a link to a quick 4-question survey, and we would appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted as part of this virtual college fair, so be sure to sign up for additional ones. And if you're interested in going back and watching the recording of this or any other sessions, they'll be available in about a week at the same website where you initially registered. Thanks again, and have a great evening.